Okay, so welcome to the class. So today we have a new topic which is plastic. So the word word plastic used to refer to property of material like clay that allow them to be molded into desired shape. That means whatever the shape you want to make, suppose like spherical or like cylindrical or like solid, whatever the shape you want to make, and this is can be given if the material is plastic. Okay, and for that the word word plastic is referred. Since see here, however, plastic also refers nowadays plastic also refers uh, to synthetic polymers. That means some polymers that are synthetic polymers often made from petroleum products, which are made from petroleum products and that can be melted and molded into any shape. That means whatever the plastic you have got, these are always made from petroleum product and they can be melted. That means by applying the heat, by giving the heat, you can melt them. Okay, if it is in solid state, you can melt to liquid and give any shape you desire. Whatever the shape you want to give, you can give any shape. Okay, the polymers you studied earlier are given in the shape of fiber so that they can be woven or knitted into fabrics. So before you have learned that the polymers that given the shape of the fiber, these polymers are what given the shape of fiber. When the fibers are given shape, then you will get the polymers so that they can be woven or knitted into fabrics. That means you can get them to the fabric. Polymer find several other applications because of their properties. So there, since polymer have some basic property, and for that purpose they can also be applied in for another things also. They are strong. That means the polymer is always strong. Lightweight. See, generally the metal are heavyweight and strong, but the polymers are lightweight and strong. Moreover, electrical insulator. That means the electricity or electric current cannot be passed through the polymer, so they are strong, lightweight and electrical insulator. They are also generally safe. They are also generally cheaper than metals. That means the cost of polymer are cheaper than metal. If the metal costs 40 rupees per kg, then polymer will cost only 10 rupees per kg. So which one is cheaper? Obviously the polymer is. So this property make them highly versatile material for making numerous household and industrial goods. That's why now we are using the household apparatus, or we are using in our vehicle even the more plastic as compared to the metal. Okay, the switchboard we are using in our home, which is made of plastic, because why? It is a electric insulator. That means the current cannot be passes through the switchboard. If the current cannot be passes through the switchboard, then it cannot make any electric short circuit, so we are using plastic. So also household, also in the industrial goods, that means in industry also we are using that plastic. Now question arises, what are the types of plastic there are? That means how many types of plastic are there? So there are two types of plastic, thermoplastic and thermosetting plastic. Okay, now the thermoplastic. Thermo means heat and plastic is the ability to melt and be mounted into a desired shape. That means when thermo means heat, that is heat means temperature rises or temperature less, that is the heat. Okay, and plastic, you know about this, that it can be melt. So thermoplastic can be given the desired shape by melting them as and when needed. That means if you have thermoplastic, then you can give any shape you want to give by simply giving them heat or by simply melting them. That means from solid to liquid, you first have to melt this, then you can give any shape you want and whenever you need. That means when you need, if you need now, you can also heat them, melt them and give any shape you want. They can be repeatedly heated and molded. It is not necessary that you can give them heat and you can give them molded only for one time. The thermosetting plastic you can give many more time you can give the heat and can give any desired shape. Okay, so polythene, then polyester, Teflon, PVC, and these are what? These are polypropylene are some example of thermoplastic. So these are the example of thermoplastic: PVC, polyester, Teflon, and polypropylene. These are the some example of thermoplastic. Okay. Next one we have thermosetting plastic. That means this is the plastic which can be heated and molded into a shape only once. That means if you give the heat and give any desired shape for one time, then next time you cannot give it any shape. Okay, and these are some example: bakelite and melamine. Now maybe you have asked, maybe you have doubted what is bakelite and melamine and what is thermosetting plastic. See, the desktop or the TV we are using, the TV and the desktop we are using, the plastic are used there, it is thermosetting plastic, because you can't give them heat and also can't give any desired shape, because they have already given heat and give any desired shape. Okay, but the the desktop, the desktop, the computer, whatever the cover you are using, and the television that the plastic are using, these are the example of bakelite and melamine. Okay, then property and uses of plastic. So first property is what? Plastic are poor conductor of heat and electricity. So first thing, it is a very poor conductor of heat. You cannot conduct heat and electricity through the plastic. Therefore, they are used to make covering of electrical wires and handles of tool. That means the vessel we are using in our home to cook food. Okay, suppose the pressure cooker. In the pressure cooker handlebar, you will get a black wrap plastic. Okay, because the pressure cooker, the metal part will be heated, but that plastic is a bad conductor of heat and electricity also. That's why this part will not be heated. So you can touch that and you can move the pressure cooker by touching that portion. And also the electric wire we are using at our home to get the current connection, these are also overlapped by the plastic, and inside them we have metal. Okay, next one, bakelite is used to make electrical switches, insulating casing, and handles of cookerware and tool. Just I have given the example that electric switch, that means whatever the switch we are using at our home, then insulating casing, that means insulated casing, that means so for the television we are using the cases na. Then handles of cookerware, that means whatever the pressure cooker handles we have, these are all made by bakelite. Then we have melamine. Melamine is a heat resistant and used to make kitchenware, floor tiles, and special suite for firefighters. That means this is a heat resistant, that means it can resist the heat. If the outside temperature is 40 degree and if you are inside the melamine covered plastic, then this 40 degree temperature cannot go inside you, because it can resist the heat. And some very common example is there, the costume that uses by firefighters, that means the fire brigade person using that firefighters suit, these are all made from melamine because it can resist the heat. Then plastic are non-reactive, that is they are not attacked by chemicals. Since you know that plastic cannot take in part any reaction, so it is impossible to be attacked by chemical. Therefore, they are used to make packaging and wrapping materials and containers for storing food and chemicals. Obviously, you go to the market and to get buying some food, say chocolate, you want to buy chocolate, say any chocolate, then what, you will get the wrapping of plastic or the container where it is kept. This is also made from plastic. Because of what? Because it is non-reactive and it cannot take part in any chemical reaction. Next one we have plastic are lightweight, strong, and durable. See, plastic is lightweight, strong, and durable. That means it has very lightweight, also it is very strong, you can't break it easily. Durable means what? It is last for very long time. It is not like the glass or like any cup that we are using to take tea. Because of what? It is lightweight, strong, and durable. It is easily not breakable. Okay, and therefore used to make part for cars. Obviously we all know about cars. The cars parts are always made from plastic except the windshield. Also the windshield, that means the whatever the glass we are using in the car, this is also is a mixture of plastic and glass. Okay, and aircraft and spacecraft, they are all uses to make cars, aircraft and spacecraft. So see what a important thing is plastic, because we are using it to make car, which is very essential for us, aircraft, which is also very essential for us, spacecraft, which is indirectly essential for us, because astronaut is traveling through the spacecraft, and we can send the satellite also through the spacecraft. Okay, through the satellite we are getting the internet connection, and we are now using the technology. Okay, so indirectly plastic are helping very much by helping to make spacecraft. So next one, many plastic are waterproof. Many plastic, maximum plastic are waterproof. Okay, and therefore are used to make water bottles. Obviously we are taking water from water bottles, and this is made from plastic. And the waterproof containers, whatever the waterproof containers, these are also made from plastic. Because plastic can molded and dyed easily in many color, they are used to make toys and decorative articles. Nowadays the toys that are easily available in the market and decorative things, these are also made from plastic, because it can be easily dyed. Okay, then it can be easily dyed and molded. That's why toys and decorative article, which whatever we have to get in the market, these are all made from plastic. Teflon is used as a non-stick cooking on cooker, as both water and oil do not stick to it. We are very familiar to the word non-stick pan. That means whatever the vessel we are using to cook food, where the oil amount is very less amount of oil is needed, also the water does not stick to it. Okay, that's why the Teflon, it is also a part of plastic, are used to make non-stick coating. Okay, so next one, see, we have problem with excessive use of plastic. See, everything has a limit, certain limit. Beyond that limit, there, if we are using the excessive amount, then there will be some problem. First one, it is a non-biodegradable. That means which is not mixed with the soil. Okay, so however you have kept this for 100 years or even thousands of years, then it is not get the biodegradable, so it will make the, it will stay in the, stay there where you kept this. Okay, this make their disposal a problem. That means it cannot be disposed. So when plastic objects are burned, that means when you burn a plastic, then it produces poisonous gas. Obviously whenever we burn a plastic, suppose we have burned a polythene, we get a very bad smell from that, and some bad smoke, that is the black smoke are there, which is poisonous for our health. Okay, when they are dumped in water, if you keep the plastic dump in water, then what happened, the aquatic animal, suppose like some fish and some shark fish and many dolphin are also there, they will get, they will stuck in the plastic. Okay, and that will may cause them die, or just because of that they may be die. When they are thrown away, when you throw a plastic, they do not degrade either chemically or biologically. That means when you throw the plastic, it will remain as it is as the time you are throwing it. Okay, so as it is not degrading, that's why it causes the environment pollution. Okay, so now question arises, if such amount of our bad nature are of we are getting from the plastic, also you have learned that plastic are also very important for us, our day-to-day life. So how we can manage it? There are some certain ways that we can manage it. Okay, first one, see, number one, always try to reuse plastic bag, thus reducing the number of use. That means, say you went to the market. Okay, first time you went to the market and you bring some food and using a plastic bag. Okay, then next time when you again go to the market, you just carry that bag that you bought from the first time, then you can use that same bag to bring another thing from the market. That's why you are using the plastic bag. Also, while you are using, simultaneously you are reducing the use of number of plastic. Never throw plastic bag or plastic article into water bodies or drain or on roads. That means whenever you are moving and whenever you're staying in same place, never throw it to the water bodies, that means to the river, to the drain, or to any road. Because what, if you throw that, then it will cause the pollution in the water, pollution also there, and it will cause the blockage of the drain. Just because of the blockage of the drain, the plastic cannot be the water cannot be flow through the drain, and it may be cause artificial flood, okay, which is very common in the cities now. Carry jute or cotton bag for shopping. That means the cotton bag nowadays, it is very much available in the market, so we have to carry that bag for the shopping. And collect thermoplastics separately and send them for recycling. That means the thermoplastic, that is the plastic which can be give any desired shape as you want, and it is can be melt up to infinite numbers of times. So you have to collect them and send it for the recycling, and by recycling we can make many plastic jewelry items or plastic ornaments and plastic household decorating thing and toys, etc. Okay, so up to here I have explained, so I hope you understand this. Okay, thank you.